Hi, this is Luke for UncommonHeritage.com. You hear a lot of talk today about feeding animals fodder, sprouting, soaking seeds, and that's understandable because our economy for animal feed today is built around grain in a large part. Unfortunately, the discussion becomes very complicated very quickly. I just want to do a quick demonstration here this morning and maybe help take a little bit of the mystery out of it. I have here sunflower seeds, I have wheat, and I have grain sorghum or milo. So I'm going to get you a close-up here, and I want to show you the difference in the size, and then I want to do a little experiment on these seeds and show you how much the seed has changed after just 24 hours and so. Didn't grow them out into sprouts. On a few of the seeds I may be starting to see a little bit of a root, but I didn't grow sprouts, I didn't grow fodder, and I just want to show you the major difference that's already happened in these seeds. Here we have the seeds that have not been soaked on the right side. On the left side we have the seeds that were soaked. You'll see they're significantly larger in size. The milo is on the left, the grain sorghum that is. The wheat is in the middle. The sunflower seeds, the black oil sunflower seeds, are on the right. Okay, what I want to show you here is how much the seed has changed with just about 24 hours of soaking. Take a wheat seed here. This has not been soaked. Can't see this. I'm going to try to bite it. Feels like I'm going to break a tooth. It's hard stuff. One has been soaked. Oh, they just fell apart in my mouth. The milo, not been soaked. I can't even bite into it. I'm not going to try. I'll break a tooth. Oh, the one that's been soaked, I just crushed it instantly. Now let's demonstrate that in a way maybe you can see a little bit better. All right. Let's start with the sunflower. Put it up here on our little makeshift anvil with a pencil. I did crush it slightly. It flattened. There, I crushed. That's the one that's not been soaked. Here's the one that's been soaked. The pencil. I just flattened it. That's the difference just 24 hours of soaking has made. Now imagine in your gut, not only is the seed softer, not only is it having more moisture in it, but it also increases the bioavailability because it's changing some of those anti-nutrients in the seed to a form that's more readily available. It's destroying some of the anti-rot properties. So here's my point. Even if you don't go to the trouble and to actually grow sprouts where you soak the seed for 12 to 24 hours in an air bubbler, then you dump it out, you rinse it 2 to 3 times a day, spread it out in trays, so forth and so on, get sprouts, make fodder. Even if you don't go to all of that trouble, just soaking your seed for 12 to 24 hours, 12 to 18 hours in many cases, is enough to make, in my opinion, a very significant difference in the bioavailability of your seed, but also in the digestibility. Of course, I wouldn't feed this to cows or ruminants. Ruminants really do need it grown out into fodder, but for chickens, for pigs, it's awesome. Thanks for watching, and go over to my site at UncommonHeritage.com. Check it out. We do projects there all the time, and also don't forget, like my video at the bottom. Thanks a lot. Here's my soaking process. I fill my buckets up with water. This is the air pump. I actually don't even have a diffuser on these. I poke some holes, put a stopper on the end and poke some holes in it. It's got a weight on it to hold it down. A diffuser would be better, in my opinion, but you know. Then I add the seeds. I put in the sunflower, the milo, the whatever it is that I'm going to put, wheat, and I let it soak with the air diffusers going for, air bubblers going for 12 to 24 hours. You can do this without the air bubbler. My opinion is that it does accelerate the process, and it also keeps the whole process aerobic, and I think it can reduce mold. I think it can cause good fermentation and help reduce the possibilities of having bad fermentation going on. I've tried it both ways. You can do it either way. But I do think the air bubbler accelerates the sprouting process and does help prevent mold. Here's the results from my little experiment. Basically what happened with the ones that were dry here is that they just kind of sort of cracked. The ones that were moist, were wet, had been soaked, they smushed. And in a digestive type process, we're actually trying to get this broken down. My belief is that the ones that were soaked would digest much more easily. And when I put them in my mouth and tested them that way, the difference was even much more profound than what you're able to see here in this little video. If I could somehow bring you here and through the video just give you a little chomp on the seeds, you would be totally convinced. But these are the ones that were soaked. They're just soft. They just smush. And the ones that weren't, they just kind of crack and splinter. Big difference.
Come on, girl. All right, here we go. There you go, girl.
This has been Luke Townsley. If you like this video, you can help me by leaving a comment or even just click the thumbs up on YouTube.